Yeah, so welcome to Mwalimu Ignatius Wahome's YouTube channel for mathematics subject. And this is, today we are going to learn about Form 3 mathematics. And we are going to cover topic sequences and series. This is a topic in Form 3, one of the most examinable topics in the Kcse examination. So, and the question that I will cover today is a question on Kcse 2023. Mathematics paper 2, question number 17. Question number 17. So the question is here on my board, as you can see. So I want to read the statement so that you can understand the statement, then answer the question. So karibu sana. So therefore, this is Kcse 2023, AP and GP. So therefore, the question reads like this. The first term of the AP is A, and the common difference is D. The second term of the AP, is 11. The sum of the first 12 consecutive terms of the AP is 123. The sum of the first 12 consecutive terms of the AP is 123. So question A, number 1. Form two simplified equations involving A and D. And Roman 2. Find the values of A and D. Find the values of A and D. So that is the question. That's the question. Now, so in this kind of question, the examiner is testing two things. One, he is testing whether the student knows how to use the nth term of an AP, and he is also testing if a student knows how to apply the formula of sum of AP. So this question is testing on nth term and on the sum of AP. So let's see solution to this question. So when the examiner talks of the seventh term, the seventh term of this progression is 11. Then the nth term of AP is given by formula Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1d. Is given by Tn, that's the nth term, n is the nth term, A plus n minus 1d. So when you talk of seventh term, n is 7. So for you to equate to this 11, you are supposed to substitute your value of n as 7 there. So you say A plus n, that's 7 minus 1, D is equals to 11. A is the first term and D is the common difference. So therefore in this case you get A plus 6D is equals to 11. A plus 6D equals to 11. A plus 6D is equal to 11. That's the first equation. So the second equation is on the sum. The sum of AP. The sum of AP in this case. So the sum of AP in this case. So the formula of AP is given by Sn is equal to n over 2 in bracket 2a plus n minus 1b. That's the formula of sum, where n is the number of terms, and then A is the first term, n number of terms, and D the common difference. So therefore, form the second equation from this. You are told the sum of the first 12 terms. N is 12, and then the Sn sum is 123. Is 123. So therefore, apply the formula here. You say Sn now, this one, in this case, you say Sn is equal to our n over 2. Our n is 12 over 2 bracket 2a plus n 12 minus 1 d is equal to 123. Is equal to 123. That's the sum. Is equivalent to 123. Equals to 123. So therefore, what do you do? Divide this by 2. You get 6 bracket 2a plus 11d bracket equals to 123. Equals to 123. Now, since the examiner is telling you to form a simplified equation, simplified equation, therefore, if you multiply this by 2, you'll get this 12a plus 66d is equal to 123. Equals to 123. Is equal to 123. But note in A, examiner want a simplified equation. So therefore, you should simplify this for you to get the answer. So simplify this question and say number that can divide 12, 66, and 123. That is, we can divide by 3. 3 is common. This is divisible by 3. If you divide 12 by 3, you get 4a. Divide 66 by 3, you get 22d. And 123 divided by 3, you get 41. 41. So therefore, 41 is our prime number. So it cannot be divided beyond that. So therefore, our second equation is this one. 4a plus 22d is equal to 41. That's the second equation. And you had the first equation. You had the first equation, and now you have the second equation. Those are the two simplified equations. And for each equation, you are supposed to get 1 mark because it is 2 marks. So therefore, in this case, the examiner will give you the mark at this level and also at this level. So therefore, once you write the two simplified equation, so therefore, a student must know how to write the end term, and the formula of the sum of AP, the sum of AP. So therefore, that's a question. Then the next one, part Roman 2, find the values of A and D. So in this case, the knowledge that the examiner expects the students to have is how to solve two equations simultaneously. Two linear equations, you solve them simultaneously. So therefore, you solve the two equations at the same time. You solve the first equation and the second equation either by elimination or by substitution. That's the easiest way. So therefore, in this case, a student must know how to solve a simultaneous equation. So let's solve the two equations. So we have these two equations like this. You have to define the values of A and D. Find the values of A and D. Find the values of A and D. So therefore, we have the equation. We have the first equation was A plus 6D is equal to 11. And the second one is 4A plus 22D is equals to 41. Is equal to 41. So now you have those two equations. Now you have those two equations. You need to solve those two equations. We need to solve those two equations. We need to solve those two equations. So let's see. How do you solve this simultaneous equation? So therefore you say A plus 6D equals to 11. Now 4A plus 22D equals 41. So when I check these two equations, you can choose to eliminate or to use to substitute. So let's substitute. Let's use the method of substitution. When you want to use substitution instead of elimination, substitution, the best way is you check which variable is more easy to substitute. The first equation we have A plus 6D equals 11. If you substitute A, you make A the subject. You take 6D on the other side, the right hand side, you will be left with A is equal to 11 minus 6D. So you substitute A. It is you to choose the letter or the variable to substitute. So therefore, A is equal to 11 minus 6D. Once you choose the first equation, you go down to the second equation. The second equation, which is 4A plus 22D equals 41. What is A? Our A is 11 minus 6D. So you say 4 bracket 11 minus 6D is equals to, plus 22D is equal to 41. Is equals to 41. You want to find the values of A and D. So therefore, now you have substituted the value of A multiplied by 4. This becomes 44 minus 24D plus 22D is equals to 41. Is equals to 41. So therefore, 44 minus 24D plus 22D equals 41. So therefore, once you do that, now you can work out this minus 24 plus 22, that becomes to minus 2. So minus 44 minus 2D is equals to 41. Is equals to 41. So therefore, take 44 on the right hand side. You get minus 2D is equal to 41. Because this was positive, on the other side becomes minus. So you subtract 44. You subtract 44 there. So therefore you say minus 2D is equals to minus 3. Equals to negative 3. So then divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So therefore our D, negative and negative comes to positive. Our D is 3 over 2, which is 1.5. Give it in simplified form as 1.5 or 1.5. So D is 1.5. So if you get D, that's the common difference is 1.5. Now find A. Go back to the equations. A plus 6D equals to 11, or this one, or the easiest one, take the one that you had substituted. You said A is equals to 11 minus 6D. 11 minus 6D. You get that is 11 minus 6D. So what do? Substitute. D is 1.5. So our A is 11 minus 6 times 1.5. So therefore, 6 times 1.5 is 9. So A is equal to 11 minus 9. You get that A is 2. The value of A is 2. The value of A in this case is equals to 2. So therefore, in this case, you have already solved for the values of A and D in that statement. And up to that level, you have 5 marks. 5 marks forming the Q17 equation and then solving them. And that's a Kcse equation. So it's a very simple question. So that is how a student is supposed to solve that kind of question. So like that. So that was part A of the question. So note that A, the first term is 2 and the common difference is 1.5. So we have that. Now I want us to go to the second statement. I want us to go to the second statement. I want us to go to the second statement. Second statement. Second statement. So therefore, now since we have the values of A and D, we have the values of A and D. We have A is 2 and D is 1.5 and D is 1.5. So therefore, part B of that question, you are told this. The first, that, and eighth terms of the AP form the first three consecutive terms of a geometric progression. That is, we call it GP. Geometric progression. So Roman 1. So calculate. Roman 1 is the sixth term of the GP. The sixth term of the GP. At Roman 2, we are told the sum of the first six terms of the GP. So therefore, this is 3 marks. That's 3 marks, and this is 2 marks. 2 marks. Now, so this question now it is from AP now to GP. So this question now, the examiner now is testing whether you know how to find the common ratio of a GP, and now how to find the nth term of a GP, and how to find the sum of a GP. So therefore, because you are told the first, that, and eighth terms of the AP, solution to this one, can you first of all get the first term of AP? Now we deal with the AP first. The first term of the AP, in this case, arithmetic progression, first term would be A, where our A is 2. Then the third term is given by A plus how many D? 2D. Because you said n term is A plus n minus 1D. So therefore A plus 2D. You already have A. You already have A is 2. D is 2 times 1.5. Because D is 1.5. So it is 2 plus 3, you get 5. While the third term is 5. The third term is 5. Then you go to the eighth term. Eighth term. It is A plus how many D? 7D. Because it is A plus n minus 1D. Nth term. So n 7 minus 1. So 8 minus 1, you get 7. You get this. So you already have D. A is 2 plus 7 times 1.5. So this becomes 2. That becomes 2. It becomes 2 there. Plus 10.5. That comes to 12.5. That comes to 12.5. So that comes to 12.5. Like that. So therefore, these terms that form GP, the GP now, we shall have 2, we have 5, and we have 12.5. So because the first, third, and eighth terms of AP, they form a GP. So now this is the first 3 consecutive terms of the GP. Of the GP. The 3 consecutive terms of the GP. So therefore, for you to know that to get the common relation of the GP, we say R is always equals to second term over first term, which is equals to third term 12.5 all over second term. In this case, you get 2.5. When you divide that, you get 2.5. You get 2.5. So our R is 2.5. R is equals to 2. R is equals to 2.5. And this R is the one that we call common ratio. The common ratio is equals to 2.5. Our common ratio is equal to 2.5. So the common ratio in this question is 2.5. So therefore, that's how you move from AP to GP. You first of all like the first, third, and eighth terms of the AP. They form a GP. They like the GP. That 2, 5, and 12.5. So that is GP. So therefore, when you want to get a GP, the ratio between any two consecutive terms, the second term over first term, the third term over second term is equal to common ratio. So our R is 2.5. So that's what you get. Then now let's come to the sixth term. How do you get the sixth term? The sixth term of GP. The sixth term of GP, as the examiner is giving that question. The sixth term, in this case, the examiner is testing. Do you know how to find the nth term? The nth term of a GP for us to get the sixth term. So the sixth term. The sixth term. Let's see. How do you get the sixth term? The sixth term of the GP. This is how to deal with this question. So now we are on GP now. That the first term GP, which is A now, is equals to 2. Now R is equals to 2.5. Is equal to that. R equals to 2.5. So the nth term log GP is given by the formula Tn is equal to A R per n minus 1. The nth term, this is nth term, n minus 1. So it is Tn equals to AR per n minus 1. And now since we are talking of the sixth term, we'll get n is 6, the sixth term, n is equal to 6. The value of n is equal to 6. The value of n is equal to 6. So therefore, substitute here. You say A R per 6 minus 1. You get A R per 5. You get A R per 5. So therefore, what is A? A is 2. So 6 term, 2 times, so this is 2 times R, 2.5 to the power of 5 now. To the power of 5 now. So therefore, you can go to the calculator now, get the calculator, and now work out this. So work out this. You take 2.5 power 5. 2.5 power 5, you get 2 times 97.65625. 2 times 97.65625. Then from there, multiply by 2. Without rounding off. Don't round off. So this one remains as 195.3125. And that is the sum. Sorry, not the sum, the sixth term of the GP. 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 So get that. Then the last part, B Roman 2. The sum of the first 6 terms. B Roman 2. Sum of the first 6 terms. 6 terms of the GP. Of the GP. So of the GP. So therefore, in this case, the examiner again is testing whether the student knows how to find the sum of a GP. So the sum of GP is got by 2 formulas. One of the formula is when R is greater than 1, and the second one when R is less than 1. In our case, our R is greater than 1 because it is 2.5. So therefore, the formula that we use when R is greater than 1, we say Sn is equal to A bracket R to power n minus 1 all over R minus 1. All over R minus 1. So that's what you get, the formula. So it is A bracket R to power n minus 1 all over R minus 1. So therefore substitute. Substitute this. So therefore substitute our A is 2. R is 2.5 power 6 cos n is 6 minus 1 all over 2.5 minus 1. All over 2.5 minus 1. All over 2.5 minus 1. So therefore, get the sum. So 2.5 power 6. Just that one, do it direct from the calculator. Equals that. Minus 1 times 2 divided by 1.5. And you get the answer is. Final answer here should be 324.1875. 324.1875. 324.1875. So that is the sum of the GP. The sum of the GP. So therefore, that's how a student should solve a 10 marks question. So thank you for listening to this question. So therefore, so more practice on these kind of questions. As student, I advise students who are preparing to sit for the Kcse exam to use the KMF, the Kcse made familiar book for mathematics. You'll get as many questions as possible. So thank you and karibu sana to this channel for Mwalimu Ignatius Wahome YouTube channel. Thank you very much. God bless. Bye.